What up? It's KP the Sports Chick. So is there such a thing as Super Bowl hangover? Because I feel like I'm having it. It might be just withdrawal from the NFL season. I'm, you know, just not having football anymore. That's what's so bittersweet about the Super Bowl is that it's going to be an awesome day of football coverage, but that's the last day of the football season. So it kind of sucks. So I'm still feeling that withdrawal. But with that said, I mean, we know now that Super Bowl 51 was amazing. Probably one of the best Super Bowls ever. Um, that catch from Edelman was insane. Tom Brady's performance in the second half was bananas. Um, Atlanta's breakdown or meltdown, ridiculous. But why? Why did they melt down? Well, it's very simple because clearly their defense has not spent enough time on the field this season because they've there's such a thing in this case as having too good of a defense. Because if you're getting three and outs all the time, you're not spending that much time on the field. And if the offense is spending more time on the field, then you're not going to be conditioned in that way. I mean, unless you really, practice can only do so much. And so the downfall for Atlanta was fatigue. They got tired. And you could see it more and more. And I called a meltdown, but it really wasn't a meltdown. It was just a very simple case of fatigue by all the players on the defense involved. I mean, if there was somebody who still had energy, it didn't make a big enough impact for it to overshine everybody else's fatigue. So clearly, I mean, just point blank period, the fatigue was what did Atlanta in, and coupled with New England's resilience, they went into the third quarter what was it? Almost four possessions down. And you could hear people that are mic'd up, offensive coaches or coaches in general, coming up to their players saying, "Hey, do you think we can win this?" And they're saying, "Yeah," without question, without a doubt, without pause. And they're like, "Me too." So let's play this one play at a time. Don't try to win it back all on one play. And their resilience, Tom Brady's resilience, I think if you have a leader that is so wanting to win, wants it so bad that's contagious. I think that if Tom Brady were just kind of lacking the passion, just kind of like, yeah, I think we can win if we do this, they wouldn't have won. They wouldn't have won. New England was the only team that could have came back like that one. So is Tom Brady the GOAT? Heck yeah. Heck yeah. If you are a Joe Montana, aka a hater, then I don't know what to tell you because Tom Brady is the best. He's just the best. I mean, there's no way around it. He's got first of all, forget all the stats. If you never talked about any stats, he's got 5 rings. Like MJ has 6 rings. That's first of all. And then this comeback. Then, I mean, there's so many things that you could just go down the list about Tom Brady. And I really sound like a fan right now, and I'm not. So that should tell you how good he is. And he's just the best. Don't be Joe Montana. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy that says, well, you can't compare eras. It doesn't matter in this case. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Who Joe Montana was playing at that time, he was the best. Who Tom Brady was playing at the time, that was the best. It's impossible for you to compare eras. All you can do is compare stats. That's all you can do. And rings. And he's got 5 of them at this point. More than you, Joe Montana, which is not even bad. Like, it's not bad. Like, you still have 4. Like, calm down. But his wife even called him out. Joe Montana's wife called him out and said that he says that he's the best at home all the time. And so, there's a complex there. But Tom Brady is the best. And if you want to tell me in the comments who you think is the best, if you don't agree, please let me know. It'll be really hard for me not to call you a hater. But I'm willing to hear you out, and I'm open-minded. So, do you think that I'm right? Do you think he's the GOAT? Do you think he's the best? Now, here's my stance. He not only is he the best NFL player in history, I'm talking about better than Jerry Rice, better than Joe Montana, Jim Brown, LT. Like I'm saying he is the best football player ever. I was gonna start talking about best greatest athlete ever, but that's too long of a conversation. But he's definitely in the top five for sure. Um, I wouldn't even put LeBron in the top five right now. Not at all. Not at all. There's too many other people that I mean MJ, Kobe, Serena. Um, it's just too long a list, too long of a conversation. I'll talk about that in a different video. But what do you think? Do you think he's the greatest football player of this era? Or do you think he's the best football player ever? Or do you think he's the best quarterback ever? Let me know in the comments. At YouTube, you can always find me at KP the Sports Chick there, and then at kpsportschick.com. So I'll talk to you soon.